Hello everybody and welcome to another healing PvP feast type guide. Now I'm going to let you know full credit does not go to me for these tips. This comes from Crimonsette, posted this on Reddit today, and I read this and I was at work and I was like, you know what, I need to pin this, I'm going to test this out. And so it's healing in PvP, how not to suck. So I don't know if they were writing this with any form of animosity, but I wanted to go over these tips, so I wanted to test that out tonight. So I took this and I took it in an 8v8 and I took it in the 4v4 ranked to see if these tips would also apply well for healing and not sucking in the feast. And so I can say for a fact that this has really helped me out, making some simple adjustments to just how I kind of approached the feast. I think was dramatically helpful, and we won several matches. I still haven't ranked up, but I only ended up playing 5 matches and we won 4 out of the 5, so I was very happy with the results. So here are the tips that Crimonsette details, and I'm going to go down them in the list and we're going to talk about them, and I'd like to know your feedback as well and see if any of this helps you out when healing in the feast. So welcome to this. Let's go and get started. First, take that PvE raise off your hotbars and replace it with Divine Breath. Divine Breath doesn't have a weakness, so if you use a PvE raise, you're going to find yourself basically setting the other team for another point or a medal drop or whatever. You want to be able to Divine Breath, which has no weakness, and then within one GCD bring them back up to speed, and that's going to help you turn the tide of battle if someone happens to go down. Fair enough. Don't show up to a match if you have less than 9,000 hit points. You want to have the ability to survive a melee limit break, so set 2 tanking accessories. Basically, they recommend setting like your Maki earrings offending and your bracelet offending, because not only do you get the vitality, but you also get crit and dexterity. So this helps with your survivability. It's also increasing your critical hit, which is a substat, and that helps out a lot in the long run. ABC, always be casting. Keep an eye out on each and every person in your party. If you see them starting to take damage, you need to be on it. Precast, cure, cure 2, physic, benefic. If they don't need it, it's okay, but if they're bursted down by the enemy, you'll actually be the reason they lived. So this is a total opposite point from PvE, where you don't want to overheal. Here you want to really try to set yourself up so that you hopefully aren't overhealing, but in the case where there is burst damage, you'll be able to cure through it. Your main heals are going to be your basics, so your cures, your benefics, your physics. Putting regen on somebody helps, but you don't want to do that, especially when they're being bursted down, and that's going to be what a lot of PvP is. So make sure you're casting cure, benefic, physic, as opposed to slapping regen on them in every turn. Don't freak out if you're getting hit. The worst thing you can do is run around like a headless chicken and panicking. Calmly use your skills, crowd control the enemy, and make your escape, while taking advantage of line of sight. You can't hit what you can't see. So try to find ways to break the line of sight from your enemy, and that's using the environment to your advantage. We posted a video, should healers DPS, and pretty much in PvE, I think the general consensus is it depends on the party, but when it comes to PvP, your DPS is crap. Do not waste time trying to put out damage. It's better if you focus on healing and crowd control. So like White Mage, sleep them, slow them, stun them, bind them. Astrologian, make them slow, stun them. Scholar, bind them or blind them or neuter them with virus. These are all varying points that they point out, and it's fantastic, and it actually makes a huge difference. You're really not going to be the killing blow. You want to set your DPS to do that, but you can also kind of really mess with them, popping blind off and making it harder for them to hit. It's all going to help it out in the end. So if you didn't know this, Protect does nothing. However, the only reason you might want to cast it when getting set up, it is something that's going to be taken off if somebody uses one Elm Punch. It's very handy to be able to have that removed as opposed to another buff on a target. So be careful about spamming your AoE heals. Just like in PvE, you're going to run out of MP fast, so there's nothing to protect the ones that need it. So single target spells are going to be your bread and butter. And then finally, use all of your PvP skills. Learn them and love them. You can find these under your character, actions and traits, and PvP menu. And that's what they detail. Like I said, the link's going to be in the description below if you really want to go give them some love and give them a thumbs up for sharing this. So I was able to put on 2 tank accessories, the ones they recommended, both the earrings and the bracelets, and this was a huge help. it increased my survivability and it allowed me to survive limit breaks, just like Crimonsette said. So I just want to thank Crimonsette for taking the time to write this guide. It was really helpful for me, and hopefully it's going to continue to be helpful as well, and hopefully somebody out there who's listening and watching this is going to get something out of it. But that pretty much wraps it up. So for Work to Game, my name's Brian. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next. But until then, I hope you have a fantastic week. Take care. Hey, it's me. Thanks so much for watching this video. You should click over here to see more videos just like it, or you should click down here to check out our recent vlog. But you can also click somewhere down here below to hit the subscribe button, as well as check out our other info. Again, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.